is how I apply to solving right triangles to real life. Okay. Here you go. How to tackle a word problem. Step 1. There's a lot of words. Abbreviate or write your own definition. Step 1, it would help. Okay. Step 1, it would help if you draw a picture. There it is. Okay, no, right there. Right there. You're right there. Okay, here we go. It would help if you draw a picture. Yeah. It's right under the what? Right? Draw a picture and then label what you got. Okay? Use variables to label quantities that you need to find. Okay. Step 2. After you draw your picture, have a good idea of what's happening, a visual, set up some equations. Or actually, yeah, write an equation based on your sketch. Right? And step 3, what do you think last step is? Solve. Sir, I feel like you've done math. Yes. If you've ever done math in your life, those are the basic steps. Draw pictures, set the equation, solve. Make sure you check your answers. Make sure that your answers make sense, I should say. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. 2 types of right triangle applications. There's another one. We'll talk about bearing tomorrow. It's my favorite. It won't be yours. It's my favorite, though. Here we go. These are the easy ones today. Angle, bless you, love. Angle of elevation and angle of depression. Okay, here we go. You do not need Zoloft today. It's okay. All right. Yeah. Okay, there's 2 types. Angle of elevation, angle of depression. When you elevate, you're going up. When you're depressing, you're going down. All right, so for this one, this first one, this represents elevation. No. Okay. So elevation is like looking up at the sun. You're down here on Earth, and if you have to look up at something, that's elevation. So here's Eddie, right here, staring into the sun. That's probably not healthy for you, Eddie, but you know, Copernicus did it. Here we go. Right? So since Eddie had to look up from his horizontal line of view, that angle to look up is the angle of elevation. Repeat after me, angle of elevation. Angle of elevation. Yeah. Right? Or if you have to look up to the top of a tree. I don't know, something. Okay. Here we go. Let's pretend Sierra is at the top of a mountain. So here's Miss Sierra with her gorgeous hair. Yeah, I can't do it right now, but here you go. Yeah, okay. So, we got to put a bun on it? Okay, so let's say Miss Sierra is at the top of a gorgeous Bob Ross mountain. Yep, she's actually on the mountain. All right. If she's looking down at a sailboat, right? Water. If she has to look down at that sailboat, that downward angle is called depression. Repeat after me, angle of depression. It's true. Okay, so looking down at something, you have a horizontal line. Now, good old geometry tells us that alternate interior angles are equal. So, the biggest mistake would be that if you were to draw a triangle from where she's at to where the boat's at, right? Most people put the angle of depression right here. It is not right there. This angle is equal to this angle. So when you're doing angle of depression, be careful of where you put it inside the triangle, because it's not inside the triangle, but there's an angle inside the triangle that is the same as that same angle of depression. Okay? So notice that it's alternate interior angles, right? Alternate interior angles puts the angle of depression at the bottom where the boat is. Okay. Not well, from where Sierra is, it's outside the triangle, but from the boat, it's inside the triangle. Okay, you got this. We got this. Here we go. What? Edgardo? Did you say word problem? Yes. Yes. Here we go. Once upon a time, the angle of depression from the top of a tree to a point on the ground from the base of a tree is 60.4. Find the height of the tree. Step 1, draw a picture. And you know, I like to be true to life, so here's a tree. There's a happy little tree. There's a happy little tree, right? And there's some point on the ground away from the tree. Let's say it's an acorn. Here's an acorn. Aww. Yeah? Okay. So there's a point on the ground far away from the tree. So the angle of depression from the top of a tree to the point on the ground. So from the top of the tree to the point on the ground. The angle of depression is from the horizontal line of sight. So you need a horizontal line. So your angle of depression is actually right there. Okay? So this is 60.4 degrees. Okay? We want to find the height of the tree. So we're looking for the height of the tree. Well, if you were to just drop this and make yourself a right triangle. Right? Oh yeah, it's 15.5 meters away. Yeah, so that's the bottom. Now, the angle of depression is not inside the triangle, but there is a similar angle inside. Where is it? It's at the bottom. At the bottom. Depression, depressed, bottom. Bottom. All right, here we go. So this angle too must be 60.4 degrees. Yay. Sine, cosine, or tangent? What do we got? We do have tan. Because from this angle, we have the opposite and the adjacent. Yeah? So it would be tan of 60.4 is equal to h over 15.5. Yes? So multiply that 15.5 to the side. So 15.5 times tan, 60.4 degrees, gives you about, okay, sig fix. 27.28.3. Right? 2, 8 rounds that 2 to 3, so it's about 27.3 what? Meters. Yeah, is the height. That's it. Yeah, we're doing metrics. It's all good. It's good. It's awesome. Here we go. All right. Woo! Okay. Once upon a time, the length of a shadow of a flagpole is blah, 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 blah. Find the angle of elevation. Okay. So this is where, you know, Miss Bowden comes in handy. We in Bowden? No? Who's your English teacher? You got Bowden? Yeah, I got Bowden. She's amazing. She's a fun leader. You got to read it. Or you got to read it. So what is what? So the length of a shadow of a flagpole 5.20 tall is that at 2.65. One is the shadow, one is the light pole. The first one is a flagpole, right? Because right here, a flagpole, blah, 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 and then the shadow is that, blah, blah, blah. Okay? Okay, let's draw a picture. Here we go. Here's a flagpole. I'll even draw you a flag. Woo! Yeah! Woohoo! Go America! All right, here we go. What? Here we go. Oh, all right. It's a Brazil? It's Brazil. Okay. Here's the shadow. Ooh, that's pretty good, right? Nope. All right, here we go. Still working on art skills. All right. So the flagpole is 555.20. The shadow is 27.65. All right. And we're looking for the angle of elevation. So the angle of elevation needs to go from the bottom looking up. So that's the angle that we're looking for. Call that theta. Okay? Yay. Okay. Sine, cosine, or tangent. I feel like a lot of these are tangent. Boring. Here we go. Tan theta is equal to what over what? Over 27.65. And how do we solve for theta? How? Inverse tan. Thank you, Ryan. Here we go. So put inverse tan of that fraction over 27.65. How many sig figs? 2 decimal places. All right. Say it again. Say it one more time. 63.39. Do we agree? Everybody else check. Okay. All right. Just check it. 63.39.